and Sandy. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, February 2nd. Black History Month here. And Lipsky, how's it going? Eileen, how you doing today? Gordon, how are you today? Happy Sunday. Of course, right now we're just talking about the Grammys, just trying to keep it light. We can talk about anything else, though, afterwards. No nickname. How's it going? Dusty, Kathy, and Lipsky. Welcome. Wow, a flood of people coming in. This is really great. We'll go over the Kevin, what's going on? Shane, what's going on? How are you today? Happy Sunday, February 2nd. 12 noon here on the East Coast. I think it's cold. I think we're expecting more snow. So we shall see. Chris, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Creative Crafts, what's going on? We're going to go over the Grammy nominations in a few moments here. GMA, what's going on? And of course, you're going to have Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift in the house tonight at the Grammys. Love her or hate her, she's going to be there. I don't know, you think she's going to win anything? I think she's got about 6 or 11 nominations tonight. I didn't really check, but we're going to go over one category now. So let's just see here and let me get that going. So hold on, let me just get the audio. Songwriter of the Year, non-classical music. Here we go. Let's see.
Non-classical are Jesse Alexander, Amy Allen, Edgar Barrera, Jesse Joe Dillon, Ray. The nominees for Producer of the Year, non-classical. Alicia. Non-classical are...
There you go. Never heard of any of them. Okay, next category. Let's see.
The nominees for Best Pop Solo Performance.
Solo Performance.
Beyonce. Sabrina Carpenter. Charlie XCX. Billie Eilish. Chappell Roan. The nominees for Best Pop Duo Group Performance. Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift. Beyonce featuring Post Malone. Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. Ariana Grande, Brandy and Monica. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. The nominees for Best Dance Pop Recording. Make You Mine. Von Dutch. L'amour de ma vie. Over Now Extended Edit. Yes and. Got Me Started.
There you go.
Wow. This is exciting.
Can you believe it? I can replay that. That's just the first set of nominations I have. What do you think of that?
It sounds great. How are you playing it?
Just played it off the screen here.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah?
This is Grammy night.
It's Grammys, yeah. Best Solo Performance. Who do you think it'll go to? Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan?
Well, I only barely know a couple of those names.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's the year of redemption and not to have things burned down any more than they're already knocked down. Beyonce will win, but I don't know. That Sabrina Carpenter's on fire.
Yeah. I hear the names, but I can't quite place the face with the name.
So, yeah. Well, let me just play a snippet. It's Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Let me just play a snippet. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Here it is. You know that one?
I'm not sure.
How's it sound?
Good.
Yeah. So this is the one that they did the skin on. Saturday Night Live had her on. Well, not her on. They had I think it was Ariana, and they did that song Domingo, and it was like a huge hit. And a lot of the radio stations were playing the comedic version of this song from Saturday
Oh, how funny.
back in October, whenever it was,
Yeah.
and it was wild, and everybody loved the skit. It was just a huge hit.
Yeah, I know she and I was surprised she did such a great job on SNL.
She did a great job.
So that was great.
Not crazy?
Because do you remember when she did Hairspray Live,
Yes.
Ariana?
Oh, yes.
And she was sort of low energy, and people were nervous. She was taking on Glinda. They're like, "Come on, you better not give us this low energy performance." But she really has been, especially on SNL. Did you see that whole episode she did with Bowen Yang? She actually played a version of her mother. She said you got to look it up.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to go. I watched that whole episode. Why can't I think of it now?
Then they were playing trivia or something, and she was like, "What do you have? A tiny ding-a-ling?" Remember that?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Why can't I remember this?
Well, part of the reason I remember, because I always remember, but she also was on his podcast and they were talking about it in depth. So, by the way, that picture is that bitch Punxsutawney Phil.
The one that you're in right now?
Yeah, that little picture. Yeah.
What do you think of Punxsutawney Phil? Is he a little bitch? Like,
Yeah.
does everyone agree with 6 more weeks? Well, no crap, 6 more weeks. It's only February.
Well, I think he said 6 more years of winter. That's the problem.
Right, that is the problem. That's the problem. Now, hold on. Now, Billie Eilish is up for a best solo performance for this song, Birds of a Feather. Now, let me know. Do you remember this song?
Okay.
Let's see.
I want you to stay. Till I'm in the grave.
Do you know this song? Who knows this song?
Till I ride away.
Now listen.
So this song's up against that other song that we just played, Sabrina Carpenter. Now this is Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Now this song's up for best solo pop performance. Let me know if you're voting for this song. Let's see. Here's the chorus. Ready? This is up for a Grammy tonight.
It is?
Yeah. What do you think? Get rid of it.
Sounds like nonsensical garble.
audio expertise. Lucky has final say on what is garble.
This is funny though. This is fun. I like it.
Let's see about Chappelle Roan. I didn't know this one. Hold on. Good Luck. Here we go. Good Luck, Babe by Chappelle Roan. This song is up for best pop solo performance as well. Now, people in the comments, you can vote too. Which one did you want so far? So far, we have what did we play? Sabrina Carpenter. We played Espresso. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, and now Chappelle Roan. Good Luck, Babe. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's see. Play Freebird. Oh, it's Joe Mama. Oh, I'm gonna vote for this one. Wait, who's Play Freebird? Play Freebird? Joe, I don't see that listed. Lucky, do you know this song?
I'm trying to place it. I don't.
Chappelle. This is up for best song. See, this is a good one because I feel like not everybody's aware of any of these songs because we're all been so crazy with the drones and everything else.
It's cool.
I have a
Well, I
song.
haven't listened to a lot of pop radio probably this last year.
Play Freebird. Okay, Freebird. I hope it's PG. Freebird is that's a song request from Joe Mama. Can you
Hello,
believe
Joe
it?
Mama.
Joe Mama, where is he? Is he in here? Joe, are you in here? What is this? Play Freebird. I will play this song right before I put the toast. Is this it here? Joe, is this the song? What is
Right before I put the toaster in the bathtub with me.
Joe, get in here. What are you talking about? What? Where is he?
That could be from the movie Groundhog Day, it sounds like. Bill Murray.
Here's, here's our song expert, Joe Mama, live out on the field reporting for us. What's going on, Joe?
Yes, I just purchased a toaster for your last song. No, whenever you're requesting songs, people yell play Freebird because it's like a 10.5 minute song. So it's like a troll. That's why I was messing with you.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm looking up Freebird. There's about 50 artists with that word.
It's Leonard. It's the original Leonard Skinner, but it's a long song, very long.
Wow. So I did have it. Oh, it is long.
Oh, you played it. You definitely played it.
Here it is. See, I take all requests. very seriously. I should be a DJ.
I didn't know. Is that what you guys are turning to, DJs now?
Well, that's all that's left, I think. No, I'm covering right now the Grammys. What do you think about Will Slapya is going to make an appearance on stage tonight?
Ah, they're letting him back, or was it
Yeah,
that?
Willie Smith is. Yeah, well, he's not allowed at the Oscars, but the Grammys, they're just letting everyone in, I guess.
Is
The
he going
last
to be
time-
presenting or singing or what?
The last time I watched the Grammys, Michael Jackson took home like 14 awards. And I remember sitting in front of my fireplace cheering him on every win. I think Quincy Jones won something that night too.
Really?
Was that for Thriller?
Yeah, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean.
Where have you been for 30 years?
Just not watching TV.
He's too busy.
He's looking up at the sky.
He's following the drones.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
Is it heating up over there?
Hey, we had a plane crash. It's funny. I know people don't report on the little
What's going
one.
on? What do you mean? Wait, breaking
New
news?
Jersey?
Yeah, Lakewood.
When?
At the Lakewood Airport.
Right now?
4 weeks ago.
Oh,
So that was I think the last time I talked 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
listen, what's going on with these planes? I was looking for you the other night. I was a lunatic over here. I said, I need to hear what Joe's got to say.
The drones are out there. They're still out there. I could see Venus the other night, though. Or was it
I
last
saw a picture of the
Yeah, I
Venus.
saw that. The Venus. About 50 people were live. They were saying, look, it's a drone. I'm thinking, that's no drone.
I just heard before I came on here that, and I, of course, don't know how much of it is true, but somebody said they heard in one of the planes someone say, "You don't know who you're messing with" or something.
And I heard that audio.
Yeah.
What is that about?
What's going on?
So some people have heard it that way, and other people heard it. You're talking to the wrong person. I don't know. So I've
Where
heard
was that though? In the helicopter or what?
No, that was the medical jet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I don't know what that. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, if it's hard to hear, people can obviously embellish.
Well, Joe, let me ask you, because you work, you're in a position where you deal with radio frequencies and you're trying to deal with different agencies or other people. Do things tend to overlap sometimes? Because I was wondering if maybe that's what it was like, because it sounds so low, like the frequency of that, like, you're messing with the wrong people and we heard that expletive. I was thinking, yeah, but maybe the radio is just, crossed. Maybe they were picked up someone's cell phone by accident or...
No, not so much anymore because all the communications is digital now. It's not like we're a CB radio, but you could step. It's called step on each other, but then you would get what's called gargle. Like it would be just so if I'm talking and you're talking at the same time, it would just be a bunch of gargle. So
Oh.
you wouldn't hear a voice. It's not like it's hard to explain, but no, that's just that. I'm pretty sure the radio towers have like a million frequencies where we work on maybe three where where I work.
Right. Wow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so crazy though. When we were live when it started to happen. Remember that, Lucky? We said, "What's going on?"
Yeah, we were just actually going to wrap up,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, this tragedy, it
Mhm.
just unfolding. It was just so unbelievable. The
I
first,
can't wait to fly at the end of the month.
Oh my gosh, I know, and I'm thinking that I know my sister's going to be flying out soon too. She's going to Vegas too, so I thought,
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm flying first class, so I'm going to be pretty liquored up. If we go down, I'm going to go down with a smile.
no, you can't. But you gotta take them out. You gotta knock them right out if they come after you.
All right, I'll try.
Give them that right hook.
Give me 4 Red Bull and vodkas. I may be amped up a little bit.
Get them, get them, get them. Look at this. There was just an earthquake. Oh my gosh! Breaking news here. Yeah, breaking news right here.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm trying to cover the Grammys. I can't stay away.
You guys are like doomsday, man. You guys got to stop coming on. Every time you come on, something bad happens.
Third earthquake just moments ago, right off the coast of New Hampshire. Wow.
Oh,
What?
This
Yeah, it just happened.
This is like the third one.
Yeah, I had that. What was it? Friday? I had the earthquake here. What day was it? I can't keep track of all
I
the
can't
wacky
keep
stuff.
I'm mad at that bitch Punxsutawney Phil. Pictured in my picture.
What, Mickey Beaver? What do you think of Punxsutawney, Joe?
Love them. I love that movie.
I know. I was talking about that earlier.
Bill Murray.
Oh God, is that a classic or what?
It is. And then you mentioned Hairspray too. Hairspray's I love musicals. So Hairspray is another one of my favorite.
Oh my gosh, that was the best.
There's the old one, and then there's one with John Travolta.
Yeah, that is.
I like both.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, did John Travolta was he amazing in that? Like he loved every minute of being in that drag suit or whatever.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The mom, right?
Loved it. I'll never forget my aunt seeing that for the first time. She was screaming, "That's John Travolta!"
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. I know.
Is John Travolta nominated for a Grammy tonight by any chance?
I didn't see anything about that. I'm more obsessed over that Willie Smith is going to be on the TV, but you all probably know me. I'm asleep by 7:30, so I'm going to probably miss the whole thing.
Now, is he just presenting? He's not singing, is right?
Well, I think they're milking this because they want everyone to tune in and they say, "What's Willie going to do?" I'm thinking, well, just bring out the diddler. I mean, don't stop with Will slap you.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I mean,
Wouldn't it be something if Will Smith came out and sang a medley of Broadway tunes? Wouldn't that really get the ratings in?
I don't know what's going to bring the ratings in. I feel like so many people have ditched all the major networks.
What network is it on?
CBS.
CBS, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be interesting because this is the first award show since the fires. So, will it be a little more toned down?
Probably not. I mean, because they're going to do a fundraiser as well. They said tonight. So,
will the rappers be wearing their good gold teeth? Like, what is going to be the tone on the red carpet?
Lots of barbecues. I heard was. I don't know what is the color going to be. Is it going to be like fiery red? Is it like orange jumpsuits? I don't know. People in shackles because they're arresting all these people. I mean,
are people going to be arriving via tunnel? I mean, there's secret tunnels they're finding.
Ah, I don't know. I'm no fashion expert, but I would think seeing people in handcuffs and like people that worked in tunnels, like that kind of garb would be great. I don't know.
Maybe people will come in the clothes that they wore to evacuate the fires, like Billy Crystal did.
I've been in these clothes for 6 weeks.
It would smell really nice in there.
Oh,
Uh,
That's the worst thing to do is to go to a fire call because your uniform is done. You have to take it and clean it.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
car smells, your uniform smells. If you take it home, your house is going to smell like fire. Fire is horrible.
What do? What do you like? Take it off in the garage and leave it out there or something?
I usually just take it off in the locker room and leave it in the locker room.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
when it's laundry time, I don't care what my locker room smells like.
Yeah. Does someone take everyone's clothes? Say that does?
No.
Do they? Someone's there. You don't have to do it, do you?
Yeah, I do it. But do you know? I'm going to tell you what somebody takes. Somebody steals somebody's shorts. Cops, I've gotten my gloves, flashlights. Cops are just as bad as anybody else. A bunch of thieves I work with. You know what's crap has been stolen from me? You think I'm going to let them take my clothes? The guy went and changed and left shorts on his bench. Came back to go home. He had no shorts. He had to go home. It was either underwear or work pants. And that's not the first time. So people be stealing other people's clothes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
They protect and serve you, pal.
Yeah, they do.
I've left like flashlights behind in so many cars, and people just take them. Raincoats gone, traffic vests gone, gloves, especially leather gloves in the winter. You leave them, somebody's taking them.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So you've seen the drones then? Still, they're still
out there. They're
What do you think of the official explanation?
horrible. I think it's fucking bullshit.
It's so vague. What do you mean research? I mean,
I think it only added to more speculation.
Yeah, it made me say, "Oh no, that's bullshit," because they could have came out and been a little bit more articulable about what exactly was going. Hey, this company, we gave approval to this company. We didn't want to tell you guys because we wanted to keep it secret. Blah blah blah. But it's out there. You can't keep secret. We all see it. We're not stupid human beings. I mean,
Well, that's the problem. We all see it. There's video, and that's not a good enough explanation.
Well, my follow-up question would have been, well, what about the ones over Virginia? What about the ones over Maryland?
Yeah, exactly.
So are those separate companies, or is this the same company? What's going on? What are you researching?
Oh, I was so frustrated. It was like,
That's our government.
well, yeah, things are certainly unstable.
it's so crazy.
Hey, they hired me, so they're definitely unstable.
Well, they should hire me then.
Yeah, sure. Come on board.
I should be the chief of police.
I got some stolen police gear if you want.
Look, I'll track down people's shorts, gloves. Where you going with that flashlight, buddy? That's Joe's.
You know, those flashlights are expensive. They're $200 flashlights.
Wow.
Gosh.
They're called stingers. They're and then you have, so if you get a new flashlight, the odds are you're not going to be able to keep it in your gun belt because you need a different holder because the one fit your other one. And believe it or not, you need them in the daytime, and that's when I work. I mean, it's silly. You think, what do you need a flashlight in the daytime? There's been many of buildings I go into with no lights on, especially in the morning. You know, when there's alarm calls, open door, I'm going in. I need a flashlight. So these guys I work with, they're criminals. That's your inside scoop there.
Yeah, who would have thought?
I'd love to get the insights.
I could write a book about the crap that I've seen from.
Listen, why don't you do that? Are you gonna stay now in Vegas permanent? Is this it? Like,
No, I'm gonna keep both because I live on the shore here in Jersey, so I'm gonna keep them both. I'm just gonna rent. I'm not well off. I'm paycheck to paycheck, but I live above my means, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what? I figured, and I learned it from my dad. You only live once, and he goes, "You can't take everything with you, so just enjoy your life."
Oh, absolutely.
And my poor dad, he's still alive. He was an umpire for baseball, and I've never heard of this. I don't know if you guys, ankle replacement surgery. That's That's a real thing. So he had bad ankles from umpiring. Now he was 65 at the time. So he got his right ankle done. Brand new thing going on, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Came out good. It was good. So the doctor said, well, I want another, because I guess other doctors wanted to do this surgery. So he referred him to a different doctor for the left ankle. And the guy botched it, blocked an artery when closing it up. His foot turned purple. I took him to so many doctor's appointments. And they were like, no, it's fine. I'm like, maybe we should take the cast off. No, it's going to be fine. Well, he became septic, was delusional. I was seeing Teddy Roosevelt with bunny rabbits, that kind of craziness.
Yeah.
And so we took him to the hospital. The hospital was like, oh, man, he's infected. Started with the toe. They had to cut off a couple toes, then at the ankle, and then they had to cut him off below the knee. Long story short, it took him 13 years to get a settlement because he was 65, so he got it. So they were hoping he paid. He's elderly. That's how they do it. And he finally got $4.5 million.
God bless him.
Good.
So and he goes on every cruise, and he's the guy that you ever see those stores on a cruise, like these art stores. Like, who the hell's gonna buy this art? And he does. His house is full of freaking art. That never known him to want or know art, but guess what? It makes him happy. So I say, spend all your damn money.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he's lucky he survived that septic. Because I'm telling you, that's like what happened to my mom. And she went in for knee replacement, and that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I think death is so peaceful now that I seen him go through it. Because he had a care in the world, man. I could have put a pillow over his head. He would have been like, oh, the rabbits are here, So, like, because you're dying when you're septic, your body is shutting itself down. So
it's sort of a way that it protects us in a way,
Oh.
But I could tell the medical field was, So, but now I get gifts. I don't know if any of you guys want a wall or one of these projectors. It's a top of the line. Like, you could put it, it's like looks like a cell phone. You put it down and you could watch TV on your wall as big as you want to make it, or you could put it outside of your house. Yeah. So I Google it. It's $6,800.
What?
I didn't even take it out of the box. Like, thanks.
What are you talking about?
This is a stupid Christmas present I get from my dad.
Oh, I was going to say, where'd you get this?
I even went to a pawn shop to try and sell. They're like, we're not buying that.
We don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I didn't know what. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I've gotten 0 hits since Christmas.
What's the name of it?
I'll go get it. Yeah, hold on. I have it. It's still sitting on my dining room table.
Oh my God!
I mean, I think I have seen
Kids don't want it.
TVs projected on the wall.
What about a niece, a nephew, anybody?
They probably all got one too.
I know they probably got one. Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever. What's the name? Oh, my wife's here. Here it is.
She wants it.
It's still on the floor. No, she didn't. It's called AI Pro.
Okay.
And it's a portable 3D HD video projector. Now, if you Google that and look at that price, that is ridiculous.
Let me Google this. Hold on.
Google it up.
Google.
It's a nice gift.
Well,
if
nobody buys it, you can send it to my post office box.
Wait, AI projector?
AI Pro, it's called. It's AI Pro, and then it's a portable 3D HD video projector, and the model is Pro 12,000. I wonder if I had a camera. Hold on. I think my camera works.
Oh, is it white?
Yes, it's white with
Like a circle. It's like a little.
There we go.
Holy.
Oh, look at this. There you go. You guys
Look at all the gifts you got.
This is
Oh,
what
there
I
you
think
go.
about the Christmas gifts. I have them on a floor in a corner.
Listen, why don't you start selling these on a live and
No,
then
he gave me these too, which are $500 headsets, which are pretty damn cool. I kept the headset because I'm obviously flying soon.
yeah, you'll need those.
Wow. Look
That's
at
it right there.
Yeah.
It's $7,000, $6,900. We're selling it for $35 on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, you're cheating it. No, it's got to go for 10,000.
I thought somebody was outside.
Let's get a nice toy. I like the floors. Those are great floors.
Yeah, great. My wife is trying to hide. Hide, woman, hide.
Don't worry, nobody's
There
watching.
you go. You got a tour of my house. Oh, you want to see me when I was young? Here you go.
Yeah. Let's see here. I love
Wait
this.
till you
exclusive.
see this.
There you are. You're snowman. Oh, there you are.
Oh, wow.
How old were you there?
Oh, that was 1999. So
Wow.
how old was I? 24?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
When did you meet your wife? Were you dating her at the time at 20 or?
No, I was divorced. I'm divorced.
Oh,
I met
okay.
her 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So and here comes this. This is my attack dog.
Oh,
Oh, he's
That is
Lucky.
that's jalapeno.
Oh,
She's hiding from ICE apparently in the house here.
Oh,
wait, the agency or the
yeah.
She loves ice cubes, but yeah, she's
Oh.
definitely.
Jalapeno could have on live the dog.
Oh,
That was
I
a
love that
beautiful dog.
$4,000. I told you I live above my means.
Listen, nothing's cheap now, so
She is an English lab, so I guess their noses are a little stouter. They're shorter, and you see how big she is. She's 110 pounds.
she's a beauty.
Sorry.
Does she bark when people come near the door and stuff like
Nope.
that?
Nope. You can just rob my house blind. We call. You know what she does? She wiggle butts. She gets so happy her ass and tail go like crazy, like it's a full wiggle.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's how my Shih Tzu was. Like the house could get robbed, and it would be like, okay. And my sister's dog, who it's also a Shih Tzu. Nope, you come in, it's like attack mode. It's like having a pit bull, and I'm thinking, what? It's wild.
Yeah, my dog is just food driven. 100%. That's all she cares about.
That's all they want. They want the treats and the food.
All right, so I'll sell it to you for $4,500. Just Venmo me, and I'll mail it out to you.
I don't have the Venmo. I can just drop it off at your house. The cash. I like the cash.
That's gonna be a long ride for you to New Jersey.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we
You know-
have somebody in New York. My
I was just
brother,
gonna say. we got somebody. Wait, I think Joe got to speak to her.
I may have. I think I did too.
the
Yes.
British woman.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Any
Yeah.
questions?
Did she ask you for coins?
No.
She's obsessed with
She's-
coins.
She's probably walking the streets looking for you now, since she's in New York City.
I warned her. I said New York City. I know she wanted to go to a Broadway play, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been yet. It's amazing.
that's really. I mean, the fact that you like musicals and you're right there is just so
Yeah.
hard for me to grasp.
Not like, man. I love. If I Google a movie, you guarantee people are singing in it.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I know. And
Those are the best kind of movies.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
even like Frozen. I watched Frozen twice.
yeah, Frozen's great.
Let it
The
go.
sequel.
One of my favorite rides at Epcot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Frozen ride at Epcot.
Yeah, it's in the whatever land they were from. I forgot. No, it's like I don't know, some cold.
Yeah,
country.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Massachusetts. It's called
Yeah,
it's
country.
cold up here.
Arendelle.
I saw her husband was doing a live late last night. They're staying in a hotel right in Times Square.
I wonder
So
if
they
that's
had-
the Marriott.
Huh?
Where are they staying at? The Marriott there?
Oh, I don't know if they identified it. I didn't go in. I was just sort of looking. You know, sometimes you can just look at the live from outside.
Oh yeah.
But they had the camera out the window, and everybody was like drag racing. At least that's how they described it. It just sounded like a large exhaust system to me. You know, a loud exhaust system.
Right.
Oh my God.
Joe, do you think that you'll ever do lives, like host your own kind of a thing, or like what do you think that you would do with this platform if this sticks around?
I'm just gonna leech off of you guys. You guys are fun.
Yeah, but you're fun too. You're good to have on. You've got a lot of good insight.
Yeah.
You've got a
I
lot.
don't know. Some people have yelled at me before on this.
Why?
You ever get into fights with people on here?
Never.
No. Damn.
No.
Yeah.
See, because I don't argue, I think. I love to hear all these different opinions. I see, like, that's kind of like my problem. What happens is I let people in, they've got, like, I've got someone who's, like, for, like, the pro-Trump things and all that, you know? And then I'll have someone come in that's not, like, they're very anti, and I'll sit back and just let them go at it. And
Were they
And I'll be like,
political, Joe? The ones that you got in arguments?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Or the ones where not that they're anti-police, but they're doing police arguments about the police. I try to come in and just give them a perspective, and they're like, "F you," and I'm like, "All right, I guess I can't win."
yeah, but here's my this is when I'll say to them though, I'll say, but who do you call when you're in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I know, but no one's listening to that kind of a question.
No, but some people are heated too. You know what I'm saying? They have. You're not changing people's minds.
No.
And I'm not trying to change anybody's minds. I'm just trying to, get
Well,
through the day.
yeah, it's not about changing. It's about like giving information and let people see that there are more sides than just black and white.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, that's just it. So no, I don't tend to get into a lot of trouble because it's like it's just I just listen. I just go, yeah, and I don't know, maybe I'll learn something, just by listening. I wish more people would do that, but
Well, listening, comprehending, and analyzing are three things that Americans are not that good at.
yeah.
Generally, really. It's just sort of a hot take. I was telling BScoop that when TikTok was blacked out, a lot of the Canadians were having a great time because they could connect with other Canadians and Australians and Europeans because, the U.S. was shut down. And then when it came back, they were like, it's so loud, everyone's yelling and arguing. And now they're charging us more, tariffs. And,
How much is my milk going to be?
Oh, I forgot. I woke up. Did that really happen? Are we fighting with Canada?
So wait, what did they say now? So did Trudeau? Well, he wants out, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know much about their system, but I did like him, and I think, people like us who think a little more progressively liked him, but
Yeah.
yeah, he is stepping down. I mean, he's called for another election. It's a parliament system. That's, we don't really get that. Like, they don't campaign, they have a vote within their party, I guess,
Yes. Yeah.
They carry a lot of change in their pocket up there too.
Yes, the loonies.
Looney Toonies. First time I ever went to Canada, went to a strip club and they gave me $2 coins. And I'm like, well, how is she going to get this?
Wait a
It was
minute.
called French Kiss. It was in Montreal. It was on Crescent Street. I know exactly where I was when that happened.
How would you rate that experience? Was it
100% awesome.
Yes.
really compared to a States? Like,
Oh, blows it out of water.
Did you put the coin in the slot by any chance?
I sure as hell did as I held it in my mouth.
Lucky, did you ever go to the Golden Nugget on Route 1?
No.
Yeah.
Was that a place to go?
Oh, yeah. But, they would say you can't touch the girls, you can't do this. And I'm thinking, well, what's the point of being here? I never went back. I said, forget it.
Oh, God.
Different in Canada, though. You can actually, put coins in the slot and all that. And
Oh, yeah, sure. You lay on the stage with your head up and put the toonie in your mouth and they get it. Hands free.
can't do
Oh,
that
that's
around here.
funny.
Can't do that here.
Oh, that is so funny. Well, my experience in Canada was slightly different, partly because the strip club I went to was all men.
Now, wait, did they let you touch, though?
They have a slot.
They have,
Everybody wants to make a coin.
yeah, it was a little harder to get in, but we
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. That's why when you said that, Joe Mama, that brought me back. I forgot I had been myself. That's how much fun I had.
Wait a minute, I'm missing out then. No wonder everyone's going to Canada.
Wild. The only thing back then I didn't like was the way they measure their drinks. By like a real shot. There's like a system in Canada. I don't know if it was your experience. They could only administer a precisely measured shot.
Huh.
They couldn't free pour.
I remember the drink cart girl at the casino, and you can't drink while you gamble. The only time you can drink and gamble is if you play Keno at the bar.
Interest. Yeah, they're
But guess what? We played Keno for hours.
Yes. Yes.
Where is this? In Vegas or Canada?
No, that was Montreal. No.
Yeah, Montreal's a crazy place.
What's really? In
They
what?
have a street. It's called Crescent Street, and it's right near the college. It's a main street down the road, and it's a normal business during the daytime. At nighttime, everything, even like restaurants, everything becomes a club. It's just party. The whole street is just Hoboken, New Jersey at night. It's bar after bar after bar. It was awesome, and it's underground. So you could be on one side of the street, go underground, and come out the other side of the street. So there's stuff going on underneath as well.
Yeah, because it's so cold, they have a lot of underground stuff. I was telling BScoop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Montreal was fun. Toronto was boring. Ottawa hates Americans.
I need to know this. I won't go there.
Yeah, well, they're more of the French Canadian, whereas Montreal is America, Toronto's America.
Well, what didn't you like about Toronto?
It was boring.
Yeah.
I did the Hockey Hall of Fame is in a bank in a mall. I'm like, that's the Hockey Hall of Fame. And I'm like, we sat in a gondola, which is above the scoreboard at the arena to watch the Devils play. What else? Wayne Gretzky's restaurant was okay. It's there. It just was boring. It wasn't as fun as Montreal.
Yeah.
And Ottawa, I got stuck there we had an idea, Devils bus trip. We went to the Devils game in the Meadowlands, got on a bus with the Devils fan club, and they drove us to Ottawa December 30th. And we get to Ottawa for the New Year's Eve game. We watch it. We're supposed to leave on the 1st. We got blizzard in. And there were some nasty people in Ottawa. They don't like if they don't care that you don't speak French. They will just keep speaking it. They look down on you. People were spitting at me.
Really?
Yeah, it was just not. It was a different Canada than the
Have you seen any of the South Park episodes? They have a similar take on it.
Yes, I love South Park.
Oh, is that? Well, wait a minute now. They did a big musical movie with South Park.
Sure did.
You
I've
must
watched
have.
that a million times too.
Me too. That is. Have you seen that, BScoop?
Oh yeah, the movie.
The movie.
Canada is a great song.
Yeah.
yeah.
Blame Canada.
Yes, he got.
Yeah, I love that one.
See,
Movie like
Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch.
Kyle's mom's a big fat And you know that they kept pushing the American rating systems. That they did that intentionally, and they just kept upping it with the insults, and they couldn't believe that it kept getting approved. And they said, "Wait a minute, we want to make some more edits," and they kept doing it.
Oh, I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, and then remember they went to the Oscars dressed in the dresses.
Yeah, well, they were in the dresses, and Robin Williams sang the song "Blame Canada." Have you ever looked that up?
I have not.
He sang it on stage.
Oh,
Robin Williams with
fantastic.
the whole song of people dressed up as the characters. Yeah, at the Oscars. It was
That movie would fail right now if people put it out now.
What's happened to us? Why can't we laugh, and why can't we just joke about everybody? Everyone gets so insulted now.
Different times are changing. That's all.
I mean, my perspective is, that the generations have gone by now, and things are very tough in the sense that just trying to live is very, it's tough. Paycheck to paycheck is like a cliche. It doesn't mean anything anymore. But this younger generation sees that they cannot get ahead. They, can't afford apartments. And I think that that's weighing down now after a generation of people. It's like really fucking their minds up.
Yeah.
I should write a book. I just do it. That's just me, man. I'm not rich. I just do it. I don't know how.
They forget it.
But are you, because you say it, you live above your means, and that's one of the lines that people in finance say, don't live above your means. But are you saying that you just don't care if you missed a payment or 3, would you be completely ruined?
No, I don't care. I've done it before.
And you just dig yourself out. You just
I keep working harder. I just keep going. Shit, I go rob a bank if I have to. No, I'm just kidding.
Now wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. TikTok.
How would we go about that, though? Now, I like this kind of insider info.
What was the movie? They all put president's masks on their faces.
Oh yeah,
Keanu Reeves.
yeah. That was a good one.
There was another one. It was Bill Murray robbed the bank as a clown.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yes, and
Yes,
he came out as one of the hostages. That's how they got away. Oh, remember the old guys? George Burns and his old buddies all robbed a bank.
That's right. They did.
What the hell was that
What
movie?
is
That was a
Hold on, let
really
me
old
Google
one.
that. That is old. I remember that movie. It's a great movie.
Oh, they were just god they got away with it.
Oh, I'm
They
gonna
did.
look that up too. I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
You get
George.
me? The same time that he was doing those God movies, remember? Because George
Yeah,
Burns
he was
playing God.
having a great time back then. Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah, they did a bank robbery. You're right. What is the name of that? Let me see.
Yeah, it's gonna kill me if you guys don't get it.
Are you looking it up, BScoop?
Uh
Producer, BScoop.
huh.
No, but I do live above my means. I just pay for everything. Like I said, like my bank account, I barely probably have $4,000 in my checking account.
Yeah.
But I also save I have tons of saving, and I count on my pension afterwards as well.
Right.
You see, a lot of people
Going
get
in style.
Yep, I would have never guessed it though, but that's it.
1979. Yeah.
Great
going
movie.
in style.
Yep.
Going in style. It's on YouTube right now.
Good movie.
Great movie.
I'm gonna look it up.
Go ahead. What were you guys saying?
No, I was telling him that even though I live above my means, I do have my deferred comp has over $300 and something thousand in it, and plus I have my pension to fall back on. So why should I, not live? So everybody works in my mind. Everybody works to get to the retirement phase so that they can live comfortably and be happy. Why can't I be happy while I'm working and have what I want?
Absolutely.
So that's how I looked at it. So
I agree with that.
And have fun while you still can. You're young. You can move around.
yeah, it's the first year I actually hit $200,000 this year. So
Good.
I was so happy.
That's amazing.
That's a lot. That's why I want Trump to have no tax on overtime,
I
because
know.
I'd be rich.
Oh,
And with that pension now, I think this was a few months back because my father gets his pension. He was a teacher in the state of Massachusetts. He's excited because he's going to get his full Social Security. And I don't know when that goes into effect, but it impacts teachers like
that's right.
police, fire, and I think it's
that.
fantastic because they should be getting it. You
I don't pay into Social Security, but I have enough time worked
Yeah.
at UPS. I believe I could collect in Social Security, but it'd be like 80, 90, $100 a month or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I
Well,
think that
but
was great.
because they did sign that. I guess it depends on how much. Well, wait a minute though. If they signed it so teachers and city workers can get it, and they never paid in, what does that mean?
Well, I know I don't pay in as a police officer in New Jersey. We don't pay into Social Security. I
Well,
don't know
a lot
about
of-
other states.
Oh, okay.
A lot of state workers don't because they have a state pension.
Correct. That's why we don't pay.
And my mother was a nurse, and it was the same thing. So I'm wondering if they sign this law that those people can get Social Security. I guess they're just taking out, even though they never put in.
No, I think it would only if you put into the Social Security system.
You need 10 years minimum.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's excited. I know that.
But what was the what? But if okay, but he was a teacher and he never paid into it, right?
Oh no, he did. He paid into social
But why? If they paid into it, they don't get it.
because he was getting his retirement, the pension.
I see.
Yeah, and whatever rule was written in a long time ago, it said you'll
Oh, I'm
only
surprised they got away with it this long. Can you imagine? Paying
I know. I'm shocked
into
too. I said,
something and you don't get it.
yeah, he was only getting maybe $200 or something like that. It sounded like $20 all he was getting. I mean, I don't know. When he should have probably been getting probably $1,000 or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know enough about it though. But I didn't know that you don't have to pay into social in certain areas. So that's
Yeah, I don't. I definitely don't. But I'm considered a government employee. I don't know if all government employees don't pay into it. It's got to be some kind of scam.
probably like most things.
Right. When I was in UPS and Pepsi, I was paying into it, so I know.
Oh. It's interesting, yeah. But
But I'm old now. You know what gonna feel so weird is when I go to get another job. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Be a TikTok influencer.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, you've got it. And go on tour with your book, but come on here and talk about it.
Oh, my book would be like burning down the politician.
Oh, I'd interview you in a heart.
Oh, I mean, I don't care about Democrats or Republicans. They're all the same to me.
Um, yeah, you should think about it. Writing a book.
Yeah, it'll never happen.
Never,
I'm thinking about surviving this plane ride to Vegas.
Listen, and I've got more breaking news. And if this is about a plane, United Airlines flight out of Houston to New York is being evacuated at this time, and engines in flames. I'm watching the. It's all over X right now. Oh, Molly, what's going on with the FAA?
Too much.
That's United. That's what I'm using. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for telling him.
Oh, now my nerves are going to be shot. I have to worry about Joe. I have to worry about my sister. Oh, my gosh.
I drive to Florida, so I'm not worried.
Someone wrote WTF is going on.
Florida flights are easy. They're easy. I feel like we leave Atlantic City, and by the time we get to full altitude, we're already coming down near Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, that's an easy flight, yeah.
I don't need first class for that. And I don't ever fly first class because you will never be able to stop. I swear to God, I would go to Vegas and I'm like, babe, you're going to have to sit in the back. I can't afford to first class.
Oh, God.
My buddy kept her company.
My buddy. Oh, I bet he did.
Were they having drinks back there? Well, I know you were.
Peasants drinks back there.
He didn't have any loonies on him, did he?
Yeah, but I'm so picky with my food. Like, it's so fit. Like, I don't like my food. I'm just because I was a wrestler. That's what made me go through college. I'm so picky with my food. I sent my food back to them. I don't like my food touching. I don't like fancy. Like, if you put too much stuff, like I've never had a cheeseburger. Oh my God, if we talk about this, we'll go into a whole different realm. I am so weird with food.
What's going on with the food? It's just you don't want anyone touching it.
No, if I have a steak and you put potatoes on my plate and the juice from the steak goes into the potatoes, I won't eat the potatoes.
I've heard of this.
Oh no, that's kind of like me. I'll get a little like.
But I've seen other people just mix everything all at once.
Yeah,
too.
that's me. I blend it all up.
You make a stew, and then you're just eating stew. I like to taste my stuff individually.
Yeah.
I don't hate cheese, but I don't like a cheeseburger. I've never had a cheeseburger. I've never had a bacon cheeseburger.
Wow.
But I love bacon.
Wow. You didn't even want to try it.
No, I'm weird. Like, I've never had seafood.
I won't eat seafood
Well,
either.
seafood is iffy. Because sometimes you get a bad oyster, you know.
Yeah.
I love lasagna, but just don't put meat in it.
Oh, wow.
I told you, I'm so weird.
Oh, yeah,
Poor
I'm the
mother.
same way with
Yet I
you.
love chicken pot pies.
Oh.
And that's everything mixing, but I don't like the crust on the top. I throw the crust on. I can't. I'm just not easy. It's probably why I got divorced.
She couldn't keep up.
Did she say everything I make you hate? I'm out of here.
That's true. That is true.
You said yes.
I'm very honest.
You have to be honest. How else are we going to know what's going on?
Yeah, but I think being a wrestler screwed me. Always having to make weight. I remember eating ice chips for like a week straight. Chewing bubble gum and spitting just to lose a pound. Oh,
gosh.
Like my subs back then, and I'm stuck to it now, was just lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, oil, and vinegar. That's it. Nothing else. No meat, no cheese.
Oh, wow.
So I still eat that to this day. The guy I go to, he's a good friend of mine. He runs the pizzeria. He calls it the pussy sub. He goes, "You can put nothing on this. You're a wimp." He goes, "Put some meat or cheese on it." But I've never had a sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and meat and cheese, or just even lettuce, tomato on a sandwich. It's just
I tend to stay away from the deli meats though anyway, because of I don't know. It's just, I don't know, something about it. I'm just like,
I don't know. Danny DeVito said Jersey Mike's is good. I go to Jersey Mike's.
Oh, yeah, I like Jersey Mike's. I got one up here. I love it.
I've never been.
Oh, just thinking about it's making my mouth water. That was clubs. They are good.
Is there one near me, Lucky?
I'm not sure near you now that you ask. I'm down by the Cape, so I know
Okay.
right up the street in the plaza, and they're expensive, but they're good.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Well, that's all right.
You guys have Shake Shack near you yet, or no?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I love that burger
I
there.
do too. It's tasty.
We have them on the Parkway, so in the rest stop. So I have to get on the Parkway and go to the rest stop to eat.
Oh. You like casinos somewhat, right?
Like what?
You like to go to the casinos?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you ever come to Boston, we've got the Wynn Casino. I mean, it's okay. It's beautiful inside, but there's a Shake Shack in there now.
Tropicana in Atlantic City has a Hooters, and I love going to Hooters.
But I've heard Hooters is very good.
The wings, it's awesome. Trust me. I love Hooters food.
Yeah, I've heard good things about their food.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I go to Vegas, I go to real restaurants. Like I don't just go to some where are we doing this time? We're going to it's Tom Colicchio's, the guy from Top Chef, the bald guy. He has a restaurant in the MGM. I think it's called Chopped.
Oh, Chopped. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get some Wagyu steak. And the mashed potatoes you could just drink out of the bowl.
Wow.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. It's almost noon. The Devils are almost on. 10 more minutes. You get 10 more minutes as your co-host.
Oh, I love it.
Wait a minute. You said it's almost noon. Where are you?
I'm sorry. It's almost 12:50.
Oh, Lord.
I'm old, man. I'm almost 50. Leave me alone.
Wait, and Joe, don't forget, we'll have to do this before the Super Bowl, though. Are you good? Like to talk about the football?
Of course, yeah. I love football.
Good. You can be the sports guru.
I used to be a Seahawks fan, and now I like to bet, so I'm not a fan of any team, so I try to stay neutral.
Yeah. Have you been to the stadium in Vegas for the Raiders?
Oh no, they wouldn't let me in. It was during COVID, and I wasn't. I didn't get my vax. But it's funny because the same time it was the Pro Bowl, which is what was one of the last Pro Bowls, and the same time the NHL All-Star Game was at the hockey arena, and they let me in the hockey arena. They wouldn't let me in the football arena, so they'll let me in now. I haven't had anything good to want to go watch play over there, so.
No, yeah, I know. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? You think?
Eagles. I'm betting Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, take it 1.5 points, and
I've heard two people say to me. They said, "Oh, I'm not even gonna entertain it." I said, "Why?" They said, "Because it's all rigged."
Man, it's hard to rig a sport.
What? It's rigged? Where's this coming from? Everyone's talking about it.
That's because more people are betting now, and when you start betting on things, you have to make an excuse why you lose.
Oh, okay. I would just say I chose the wrong team. I would just said, yeah.
Well, I'll give you a little stat, and you can throw out. No team has ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row. There's a reason. What Super Bowl are we on? Like 68? I don't even know what they were on. There's a reason why. Even though the Chiefs are favorite, the odds are that the Eagles will win this game. So I'm going with odds. That's my math degree.
Oh, okay. So if someone says I want to bet, I'm going to go with Eagles then.
I would bet the Eagles. You could take the points. I'll give you 1.5 points, or if you want to bet the money line, you would bet 100 to win 115 on the Eagles. Otherwise, you have to bet 110 to win 100 if you take the points.
Okay.
And that's called a vig.
Next time you're on, I'll write this down because I won't remember that.
I don't even know what the hell he just said.
Joe, you could have a whole chapter about, no, this is exactly what you got to say to the guy if you're going to go in and bet.
Yes, I could. I wouldn't suggest people bet, but I bet, again, with what I can afford to bet. If I
that's how I do it.
If I go to the casino, I bring $2,500.
Right.
I lose it. That's it.
Right.
That's all you guys getting from me because I brought it to either win or lose. So
that's what I do when I go to the casinos near me. I'll go to Connecticut or Encore and I'll say, nope, this is it. and it's all cash, and that's it. No card. Well, I'll have the cards, but I won't, go to the ATM or anything.
Oh gosh.
But I could sit at a poker table because the best odds in the casino are the poker table because you dictate the odds. You don't have to play. You can fold. You know what I'm saying? It's not like where you play blackjack where you could just you're playing, you have to play. Whereas poker, I could sit there for 3-4 hours, and it's called grinding, and just sit there and try to wait my time. So, and which is what I do. So,
oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know how to play poker. I should learn.
It's the best odds. You control your destiny there, and if you know math, it's simple. And if you can read people, which I can, I have good reads and tells. Like I'm a talker, so I'll sit, and I've had people leave like, I can't sit here anymore. This guy doesn't shut up. That's what I do.
Imagine if like the three of us were there, we'd be. You could
never play. People would be so pissed at
me.
us.
Like, I'm getting the what out of here. These guys don't shut up. The guy over here asking me about the diddler. I'd stand behind someone and go, you sure you're going to play that one?
Yeah.
We all have like an earpiece in and then like wink codes. And
I think I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
And after we win, we can, all take Paul to the strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, go to Vegas. They have it's called Aussies from Down Under. These guys are in shape, like, and they walk around Vegas with just no shirt on and a cowboy hat and like Daisy Dukes jeans.
Wait, outside of the show, they're walking around.
Yeah, around this. Yeah, they're all day. They're out there.
Business.
Yeah,
wow.
It's called Aussies from Down Under. And I'm not gonna lie, I went in. I mean, we were with a group of us. It was fun. They were very entertaining. I mean,
it's a talent. I think all of them. I think it's just like whoa to bend backwards like that. You see some of them, and then they're flipping on poles and doing somersaults. It's like I do that. I'd be out for a couple months.
They also had something at the Stratosphere, and now this is way back where they were doing penis puppetry. So you know how you can make a puppet with your hand on the shadow of the wall? Well, they were doing it with their and it was awesome.
Listen, I bet
so
that was sold out every night.
After a while, you don't even know you're looking at genitals. You're like, they did that. That's crazy.
Wait, where's this? What's the name of the show?
It's not there anymore. It was at the Stratosphere. You could Google it. It's a thing. It's still around.
I know what it is because I saw it off Broadway many years ago. It's called Puppetry of the Penis.
Yes.
And it is quite a show.
Wow.
Be honest, you don't know you're looking at penises after a while. You're just you're numb to it.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, you say, how could they do a whole show about this? But they do.
Oh, they do.
And I just wonder, though, what are the auditions like for that show? Because you've got to have, quite a bit to play with, so to speak.
Yes. What's the warm up? What's the pregame? What are they doing in the changing room? What do you need a dressing room for?
Yeah, really.
The undressing room.
I also saw a show off Broadway years ago called Naked Boys Singing. And it actually had a plot, and it was, fun. But I got the CD, it was a musical. And when I was coming back through the airport in Boston, I looked through my bag, and the guy saw Naked Boy Singing, and he said to me, "Were there girls there?"
In the audience.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, what?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Puppetry of the Penis. Look it up. Yeah,
it's good. BScoop. It's
wow. I'll be watching that instead of the Grammys. Now it depends on what website it's on, though. Too. I mean,
yeah, you'll probably get
I
raided
don't
by
know.
the FBI.
Yeah.
Get my VPN.
You blame me? Go to Jersey. This guy told me to watch it.
Yeah, this guy in Jersey said it. We don't know any guy in Jersey. I say, oh, that's all right.
All right, fellas, hockey time.
All right.
Okay,
Let's go
enjoy.
Devils. Pleasure
Let's go
talking to
Devils.
both of you guys. Are good people.
Yeah, good to see you.
All right.
Thanks for coming in, Joe.
No problem. Free bird.
Freebird.
Reaper. Up for a Grammy. Oh, isn't that great?
Joe Mama bringing in
Joe
some
Mama.
dynamics.
Yeah, from an undisclosed. We don't know his location. Well,
I always think of the Golden Girls episode. You remember when she said Joe Mama? For some reason, every time I just think of that episode.
Oh my!
But Dorothy was in the was doing a teaching class or something. Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
But I've been to Vegas too, actually, in 2001.
Oh.
When I was traveling the country for this marketing company, which was headquartered here in Boston. But we started in Vegas partly because we were picking up a vehicle that was outfitted. It was almost like a camper, but it didn't have the insides of like a camper. It was fiberglass. It was designed to show off computers. We were doing, it was Microsoft and Hewlett Packard computers and digital cameras, which were brand new in 2001, if you remember. Yeah. And so the guy who was building this thing, he was a famous guy in Las Vegas who built like the car for like Batman and the Munsters. And so he built this this specialized vehicle for us, and we were picking it up, but we stayed there for 2 weeks. And boy, oh boy, the guy I was with, he loved to gamble. He was like Joe Mama. He was gambling. He was going, we were going, and I just tagged along. And, you know, they keep oxygen pumping in those rooms. So you're up till 7 in the morning and you go out of the dark room. And
I've heard of that. Is that true? They really do pump in the oxygen?
Well, I something is going on there because
probably not. Would make sense.
And I almost got picked up by a female woman of the night, shall we say?
Candy.
Because I was just I did play a little bit, but I was pissing everybody off because I didn't know how to play. So I just was drinking and let my coworker play. And yeah, and then people, you know, it was wild. Yeah. It was, oh man, 2 weeks in Vegas is too much.
Lucky, we might have to go to Vegas one day.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
Live from Vegas.
Live from Vegas. And, you know, they do have a lot of shows and things.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Now, is it like Broadway shows are we talking, or no? It's like
I think it depends on when you go, but there could be, sure.
Yeah.
It could be some type I mean, I think I'd have to look it up, but a lot of it is, you know, Adele and those type of people will take up residence. Barry Manilow, maybe. I think Wayne Newton, they're still rolling him out on stage.
Who?
Wayne Newton.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah. When you get into the airport in Vegas, there's a big billboard that's his face, or what used to be his face, I guess. And, oh, Wayne Newton. And
they still got Elvis.
A lot of female impersonator shows.
Yeah.
You know, like real shows. And, yeah, all those clubs, as he mentioned, and a lot of slots. Pull the slot.
And I feel like anything goes in Vegas because it's kind of just like, I think everyone kind of just goes to the, like, yeah, I'll go with you here. I'll go to that one there. I don't care.
Yeah, I would say.
Feels like it's kind of like it's like this free vibe, like a free for all, like nobody has like inhibitions in a way. It's just kind of just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, let go.
We're gonna have fun.
They had a roller coaster on top of a casino that we went on. I think there's a photograph somewhere of me on that.
Screaming.
Yeah, they had like roller coaster things, and
yeah, I've seen that online.
I mean, I haven't been there in 20 years, but it is, you know, all those water shows, you know, with the.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is, and now they have that sphere, you know, with the eyes and all that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That would be an interesting trip.
Yeah, that would be. Well, we'll have to walk though, maybe, because.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, we're
trying to get me to do anything now because, like, remember you said to me, "Wait, you won't fly anywhere."
I forgot actually.
We had that and you said, "What?"
Yeah, I forgot. You know,
you're like, "Well, you're crazy. You can walk. I'm not."
Well, no, I don't. Funny enough, I love to see the country. That's why I did that job of I visited 35 states or more where I lost track. But I loved seeing all the nooks and crannies of this country, and believe me, there are a lot of nooks and a
I
lot of
believe it.
crannies, um,
And slots.
and slots. I mean, people like one of the places we would go would be these Walmart supercenters to set up our marketing vehicle. And honestly, just farmers with their kids, no shoes, no, just
Wow.
like really like almost a caricature of what you would think. And
Right.
now, again, this was 2001. So
Mhm.
halfway through the tour, or toward the end of September, was very bittersweet, and
Right.
the whole country was very depressed. But we had to keep going, and so what I did was, because we had these photo printers, you could print out photographs. Again, this was new in 2001, so I started printing out glossy pictures of the American flag and just was handing them out to people. They loved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, it was such a, yeah,
because everybody was just, they didn't want to hear about fucking
no,
digital cameras and printing and computers after that.
no.
So we only went a couple of more months, I think. September, October. I think we ended in early December or
How
something.
do they do, and what is this? They just like book you for like so many months? Is that how this kind of works?
Well, interestingly enough, what was that alternative newspaper here? I think it was called the Phoenix or something.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix.
There was an ad in the back of the Phoenix, and I forget what it said, but it was a marketing company in Kenmore Square, beautiful offices, and it was called a brand ambassador. And I was hired as a full time employee with full salary, full benefits. And yeah, it was like a 10 or 12 month basically commitment. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a contract per se, but I was an employee. And so,
Hmm.
this was just like it was 100% travel basically. Although when we were in this area, which we were doing whatever we were doing, I don't even remember, but I did stay at home for maybe a month. So,
Yeah.
but whenever we traveled, my partner was very savvy. He's like, let's see where we're going to be and stay centrally so we could save on money, because any money we didn't spend, we got to keep on our, stipend for a room and all that.
Wow.
Nowadays, it would have probably gone through the corporate card or something, but
Oh yeah.
because I was tempted, they were looking for people. Was it the Wienermobile, which we saw while we were on the road? We gathered
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of those Wienermobiles and different things. Some company was looking for somebody to drive a vehicle, and I thought, could I do that one more time?
Hmm. And which way did they want you to go? South or west?
Well, we started in Vegas. That's where we picked up the vehicle. We went down to El Paso, Texas, a lot of Texas, um, Midwest. I mean, just it was like
That's
all over
awesome.
the place. Yeah, and then headed east, I guess. So it was west
Yeah.
to east
Hmm.
and everywhere in between. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd love to do cross country.
yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, that would be an interest. It was an interesting job. Brand ambassador,
Wow.
what they call them. Yeah. Usually they're looking for, people who, younger people, I guess, that can tolerate being on the
Yeah.
road, eating McDonald's every night. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes you're in towns where that's the only, I eat so much fast food that, surprised I'm still here.
Yeah, you said, wow. You know what it's like. It's tasty, tastes the same.
Well, and, there are chains out west and stuff that we don't have here that were interesting.
Mm.
Um, There's one, actually, it's here now, but it wasn't in Florida. A chicken place. I forgot the name of it. Is it Church's Chicken? Very good.
I don't
Very,
know.
yeah,
Chick-fil-A. Where's Chick-fil-A from though? Because that's fairly new for our area,
yeah, yeah.
like the East Coast.
Um,
I think
yeah,
it was big in the South.
it
No,
is. It is big in the South. They have a lot of them down
but
south.
it's delicious.
It is, unfortunately.
It really is.
But here's the thing: every time I go, which is rare. I mean, there isn't one nearby. There's one in Plymouth, but and in Florida, I noticed this as well. Every young guy is a gay twink that works there.
That's how it is in Boston. The guy that runs it is gay.
I don't understand what this is. This is like the opposite of.
Well, you know what he said? He said, because everyone loves it, why would I not?
And he's the manager?
Yeah, I guess you can
Or he owns
have your own. Yeah, he owns and operates it.
Oh, of course. Everybody's
And
about money.
They said, oh, well, why would you do this? Oh. And he says, well, why not? I have to make a living.
Well, you see, it's a slippery slope, though. That's why you don't fault an individual, but it's society as a whole. It's a slippery slope to where we are today when everyone says, well, no, it's just me and it's just for me and it doesn't affect everyone. Well, that's why we have this orange menace that in 10 days has brought this country into a fight with our closest two countries, our best trading partners. I know that seems like a far leap, but it's because I think, in my humble opinion, that people just think of themselves.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you got to take a stand is really the other part of what I'm saying. You got to take a stand and you got to make a point. You got to say no.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other ways to make money. Does it have to be the ones that happen to hate and prosecute? Because their influence, okay, so Chick-fil-A's influence over policy is real. And they're talking about now repealing gay marriage. I mean, they have moved legislation forward.
Right.
And, Chick-fil-A, I'm going to call it Chick-for-Gay. That's my new thing now. I just came up with a Chick-for-Gay. Chick-fil-A gay. They've been behind that. And we're talking about people's lives. It's not just about money.
I know.
But try telling that to somebody who's rich.
Well, I don't go to a Chick-fil-A. I just know that they're good. I had it the one time and that was it. That was a while back,
Oh, I've had it a few times. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But again, the bigger picture is...
Well, right, yeah.
The other thing with that is that if those young men are gay, maybe they can open some minds within the company.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Or are they just going to be closeted and have wives and then go to the park and ride on the side? I mean, BScoop, we know this story. We've seen it before.
We've met them.
We've met them. One of them is texting me right now.
Meet me around the corner at Chick-fil-A.
Park and ride.
I want to get some potatoes.
Chick-fil-A. No, when I have been over to Plymouth a couple of times, I think
there are plenty over there.
There's a Chick-fil-A over there, and I have.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's a lot of lavenders.
What was I thinking? I came up with an idea. We should do a lavender broadcast.
Yeah, we should, and you have true confessions because people don't use their real names on here.
Yeah, except me.
And then you got Jan who comes in.
Oh yeah.
Your social is, and then
you see, she has got that thing. There's a syndrome where people. It's like Tourette's, right? Like when you think of what Tourette's syndrome is, why do they say those particular words? Well, it's because those are the taboo words and the brain disorder, whatever Tourette's is. So she's got a form of that. I call it Irish Tourette's, where she just says exactly what you don't want her to say. You say, Janice,
don't say that.
Don't say, like my mother would do. My mother was the oldest of the family, so she was the patriarch. She'd say, Janice, don't you dare go on Facebook and tell my business or this or that.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know,
Boom.
Facebook, everyone's crying, my business, it's out there. She's telling everybody. Listen, my Aunt Janice got more attention on my birthday on Facebook than I did.
Well, she's spilling the beans on the notebook.
She kept saying the number of how old I was, and I kept deleting it. She kept putting it up.
Oh, it's Lucky's. Oh, da, 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 da.
I mean, I look good for 100, but come on. Yeah, no, she's good for that. And her twin sister will tell me that their mother, my grandmother, would always say to Janice, "Loose lips sink ships," since she was a kid. And now, decades later, it hasn't
Right.
sunk in. The ships are sinking. They're sunk. Loose lips sink ships. They're sunk.
And they're gone.
Ba, 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 ba. You see, I couldn't get the mute button. It couldn't because the iPad wasn't working. When she was on before, I kept muting her and she didn't know it. So she was talking a mile a minute, and we were just carrying on. This
What
time,
did she fill up? The whole 1 hour and 90 minutes? I mean,
oh, she was on there with us, yeah, from the beginning, like an hour and a half. It had to be just
oh, yeah.
about.
We had
And,
about 5-10 minutes.
and then we carried on with our special report coverage, which I don't know what the hell that happened.
Oh, gosh. Just, it was chaotic.
It
Yeah.
really was something.
You know what was funny earlier when we were talking? This app made me do something to keep the live going. And I had to take the picture and roll it over. It was going to end the broadcast.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. That's what it does to me every time.
What's up with that? Are they?
They're making sure that you're a human and not, like just broadcasting, rebroadcasting something, I guess. They're making sure somebody's at the controls. It's not automated, basically.
Okay.
Because when what I was going to do, and I tried this, is I pointed my phone at my computer screen because I have that beautiful software that does all the graphics and everything.
Right.
And I said, well, because I did this with the Randy Rhoads show years ago, we wanted to get, I think, on Twitter, and they didn't have a plug-in at the time to go through the software. So I just pointed the phone and I plugged the audio in through like we do with our headphones, that device, that adapter. And it worked. But with TikTok, it can sense that it's looking at a screen and it will not let you go live if you're pointing at a screen.
Interesting.
Very interesting that it can decipher that. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the Grammys. What's the next one?
Yeah. Let's right before they say you've been on too long. Wait, here's the next category. Ready, everybody? All 5 million people. Let's see. Is this too loud?
The nominees for Song of the Year
That's
are A Bar Song, Tipsy, Birds of a Feather, Die with a Smile,
Oh, Lady Gaga,
Fortnite,
Taylor Swift. Wow.
Good Luck Babe, Not Like Us, Please, 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 Texas Hold'em.
Hmm.
Wow. Song of the year. You think it'll go to Taylor Swift for Fortnite?
Well, probably because she's so popular. I can't say that I'm familiar with any of these. I sound like a broken record, but yeah, I don't know. Lady Gaga might be in the.
I think that song might take it, because that's still number one.
Yeah.
Die with a Smile.
Are these voiceovers that you're playing? They're in order on their website.
This was I got this off YouTube. It's from the Academy, and they released it to the public.
Oh, so you're just hitting pause after you play a category.
So yeah, I was just doing that, and it's just
That's great.
yeah. So and then I did a screen recording, so I'd have it kind of like in order,
Oh, I see. Very good.
and then I can hit pause, and I figured, this is good. I think this is a great song, "The Die with the Smile," though. I love that song. No,
No, I'm listening. Is that Bruno Mars?
yeah, and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, play this today. Yeah, good song, right?
Yeah. When does she come in?
Huh?
Is Lady Gaga on that?
Yeah, she's coming up. Did you want to hear a little bit of her?
Yeah, if you
All
can.
right. Appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've never heard it actually.
Oh,
You
you
know, there were
haven't?
I have not. At least I did not. No, I'm going to say I have not heard it. Now, let me
Oh,
tell you what that reminds me of.
what?
That reminds me of a James Bond movie song.
That's how I felt.
Really?
Thing.
Isn't that funny? We are two crazy kooks.
Yeah.
Now, tell me if I was mishearing because, I am getting older, but I know that was a duo, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, but I did hear a third voice coming in just a little bit.
Oh, that was me. Sorry. Why did I sound good?
Yeah.
I was gonna pause it and go, here's her part and go,
Oh, I heard an angelic third voice come in.
that was me. I can kind of carry a tune sometimes.
Wow, I know. I was impressed with those background vocals. They're my background singers.
Yeah, so it's Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, and they stay at number one on the global Spotify chart list at 9.8 billion plays as of today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it has now spent 113 days at number one
On Spotify.
on Spotify.
That's wild.
Unbelievable. Can you believe it? I can't. Well, how about the next category?
Go for it.
All right, I love this. Let's see. Can you hear
The
it?
nominees for Record of the Year
Oh, here we
are
go.
Now and Then, The
The
Beatles,
Beatles.
What?
Hold'em, Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, 360, Charlie XCX, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Good Luck Babe, Chapel Roan, Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone.
Wow. What do you think of that?
Fortnite, I thought was a video game, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Does that song have anything to do with it, or am I just
No, it does not. No.
just a word of the year?
Right, I guess so.
I don't know what to think about that. What do you think?
Yeah. I would say Taylor might take that, but I don't know. She doesn't really need it.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean?
agree. When someone like her, who really has won like an armful of awards, I think it's great that she's still doing music and people like it and it's nominated, but give somebody else a chance,
Yeah. And like the same for Beyonce. It's like, okay, the two of you can sell out,
Yeah.
you can sell out the circus anytime you
And
want.
quite frankly, I think they should cancel the award show because of the fire. Next category.
Okay, ready? You heard it here live on the this is a Sunday special edition for the Grammys.
Sunday.
This is before the 5 o'clock broadcast.
Yes.
All right, let's hear the next one.
This year's nominees for
Okay,
Album of
album.
the Year are New Blue Sun, Andre 3000,
Oh.
Boy Carter, Beyonce, Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter, Brat, Charlie XCX, Jess, Volume 4, Jacob Collier. Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. Chapel Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. The Tortured Poets Department.
Taylor Swift at the end there. I don't know.
I'm just swallowing my Purin tablet.
Gee, I don't know who's going to win this one because this would be the whole album.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's Beyonce because it was not really well received by everybody, and the country music industry totally denied it as a country album, and that's what it is,
Right, that's right. I remember that controversy. And, I didn't think that was fair. I mean, honestly, if they were smart, think about opening it up to Beyonce, who is from Texas, excuse me.
Oh, not to them.
But opening her fans up to country music, were they nuts?
I know. That's all I could think of. I said, oh my gosh, do you realize?
But that's where we are, unfortunately.
I know. Yeah.
It's really frustrating that we can't seem to move forward.
What's going on? I don't understand it. I don't even know who Jacob Collier is, and I bet that's who wins.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, I can't say that was a big hit album. I mean, I'm going to say it's Taylor Swift that wins Album of the Year, but...
Now, was Album of the Year based on how well it does and what the Academy votes for, or...
No, not always, because this tends to be the upsetter of the night, because it's usually kind of like the last award. It's kind of like, what's the best movie? Yeah, and I'll never forget the year that... Do you know Beck? He's in alternative music, kind of...
Yeah.
He won Album of the Year one time, and it shocked everybody that it was even nominated. But again, it was so, it was a different kind of album, and it's not how well it performed, because it did not perform well at all.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, who in here do I not know? Because that's who's going to do that.
See, that's why you got to give everybody a chance. I mean, It's not about just sales and
no.
I mean, they're all nominated, so they're all musically good albums, musically, right? Whether it's the melody, the song, lyrics, whatever, the whole thing, right? They're nominated, so give anybody a chance. Just because Beyonce can, I mean, she could fucking record her going and sell 1 billion copies. You could do a whole song like that. Ready, BScoop? 1,
Ready.
2, 3. There you go. That's our single. That's the signal. That's our single. Release it.
It just came out. That was a world exclusive, only to TikTok.
I'm gonna set up an artist account on Spotify to upload that.
It might go places.
Do you know, if I told you this before, that I do share a name with a famous musician?
Who?
His name is Paul Leary.
Yeah.
And he is, I don't know if it's a grunge band or whatever, but he is famous. And the name of his group, his band, are you sitting down?
Yeah.
The name of his group is called Paul Leary and the Butthole Surfers, and I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up.
On Spotify?
He's everywhere. He's sold many, many albums. He's older now. I think he's in his 60s. But many people over the years, because I've had a verified account on Twitter because I worked in radio, thought that I was the same guy. And so they were always tagging me. And for a long time in my bio, I said, I am not Paul Leary from Butthole Surfers, but it took up too much room. But I had to put it on there because he released a new album. Every time he released a new album, I got all this Twitter shit. and the Butthole Surfers. And I think his latest album, which was during the pandemic or after, like he recorded it during and it came out. I think it was called Paul Leary Born Stupid. And I'm not joking, even though it sounds hilarious. It's true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, here's a Paul Leary that released, let's see, Born Stupid.
That's him.
Listen to this.
Sounds like me.
Sounds like, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Wow, it's kind of catchy though.
It sounds something like I would do. Yeah,
It does. And you know, this came out in 2022.
that's what I'm saying. It was right out. He did it during the lockdown. I think I bought a shirt that says Paul Leary Born Stupid.
Who knew?
I think he was selling T-shirts.
Wow. And he 2021 and 2022 right on through 2023. Wow.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one other trivia about him and I, or he and I, or me and him, is that when the internet came up, he owned the domain paulleary.com. But he forgot to renew it, so I grabbed it, and I've had it ever since. And he emailed me because everywhere he goes, I grab the name. I'm Paul Leary on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. So he can't even get it, and he's more famous than me. And so he said, I don't know if you're aware of me. I said, oh, I'm aware of you.
Oh.
And so we follow each other on the various platforms, and yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it? Although, you know, the reason I found out about him was because in Miami, I was at this piano bar that I loved, and the bartender, who was, I think, from Texas, and I think Paul might be from Texas, I'm not sure, or at least the bartender was like in this grunge music scene in Texas, and he said, when he saw my name, he's like, wait a minute. And I was like, what are you talking about? I never heard of this musician. And that's when it all started 25 years ago. The Butthole Surfers.
Butthole Surfers, yeah.
What a name. I mean, I have, in my defense, BScoop, I have surfed a few buttholes.
Who has? Who has?
It's not me.
It's not me. Ooh.
How many more categories?
Oh, no, that was it.
Oh, that was it? There's no musical record of the year category?
That was it. That was album of the year. That was it for us.
But sometimes they have like a Broadway record or something.
Oh, no, it's not mentioned in tonight's. It's mentioned, but not.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is only the categories that will be on the TV. Of course, like the Oscars, they'll have, you know, that kind of ceremony earlier in the day, or
right,
you know, maybe tomorrow, or they already had it. Maybe, I don't know.
Do you have it in front of you though? Does it say which records were nominated for Broadway album or whatever it's called?
Actually, let me go look, because you're right. All of that gets nominated, even like comedy acts and all that.
Right. Right, because they're all, I mean, it's recordings. It's the Recording Academy Institute of Contemporary Arts or whatever.
Yeah, Grammy Award nominations. Full list, though. I need the full list.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Print it out.
Yeah, print this out. Let's see. Beyonce, see, they've got all the pop culture things because of the... You know, that's for the media hype, though. That's just...
Is your internet working since I was on the phone with you? You can blame it on me somehow from 3 days ago.
What are you talking about?
Oh, did I tell you Janice blamed me on for her internet not working?
No.
Who the hell was I talking to? I'm losing my fucking mind.
Oh, my gosh. Really?
Well, no. I brought this extender to boost her Wi-Fi signal because the walls. Oh, I sent it to you in a voice memo.
Oh, okay.
The walls over there are so thick, even though it's only two small rooms, the internet box, which is 5G through Verizon, doesn't get into her bedroom. And that's where her another TV is. And so I brought this booster with me and I plugged it in. And that was, what was that, Thursday? And
Yeah.
now here's today, Sunday. So today her internet wasn't working. So somehow 3 days later, it was my fault.
Really?
And the solution was go over to the box, unplug it, plug it back in. And you're not going to believe this. It's working.
Really?
I also tried to explain to her, now, BScoop, you tell me if you think this is a pretty reasonable request. I said, your router, right, your internet box,
Yeah.
don't put it on top of the hot radiator
Oh, no.
or next to it, because that itself, the internet box is hot. And when it gets hot, it runs slow or it won't run at all. The computer chips, they need to breathe. So I put it on the other windowsill. It's by the window, this box. And it really shouldn't even be but there's no direct sunlight necessarily there. But anyway, so, it wasn't me, basically, in my defense.
Yeah, it was not you.
I mean, you should not put anything on top of a radiator
No, never.
or even near it, right?
Yeah.
Especially those that you put it on there's a setting, right? 1 to 10. 1 is 100 degrees. 10 is the depths of hell, and so I trying to get them to it worked when I was here, those type of things.
Yeah.
I said, I've been hearing that since 1989. It worked the other day. Well, guess what? The other day was 3 days ago. It's today. How did you connect 3 days ago to today?
How do you get that? Yeah.
How does that make sense? Well, you must have done something where
You did something. You touched it.
You changed the settings so in 3 days it stopped working. Can you imagine this kind of thinking?
Actually, I can. Yeah. That's happened to me. Well, what you do? You must have done something.
I think I'm going to set up a shop, and the name of it's going to be, well, it worked before.
It worked before. What are you talking about?
Although now that we figured out that screen thing that we did where we were in control of each other's screens.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to actually use that to help somebody in crisis.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
I was thinking about, excuse me, if it worked with the iPad.
I know. What happened with that? Why did it?
Well, it's a new feature to share the screen, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, remember I had to change the format and everything. I was trying to.
Oh, you asked what happened with my iPad.
Yeah, because it got stuck there.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't. That was my mother's iPad, and she used it 24/7. Literally, she went to sleep with it, watching Judge Judy on YouTube.
I believe it. Yeah.
So she got a lot of use out of it.
It's like me every night. I'll have the iPad right on top of me. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. So I do use it, and what I was using it for was I was when I rebroadcast our TikTok when we're using the phone, and then I grab it. I'll take the iPad as a second monitor, and I grab the video, and that's how I pump it through my software. And so I don't use it that much, but it's always worked. As a matter of fact, it works better than that other one where I showed you the screen was half lit on the older iPad, which I think is probably 10 years old now. I don't know. What year are we in?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I think they only last a good 6, 7, close to 10 years, because that's how my first iPad was. It lasted, I'm not kidding, 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it lasted a long time. So this is like only my second iPad that I've had since it's really been out. And I expect this to last at least a good 7.
Yeah.
because I'll only upgrade a device if it doesn't get the latest iOS.
Well, that's just it.
You
That's
know,
exactly. I've
It's
got
just
two.
yeah.
I've got at least two pieces of equipment: the iPad Air 2, which is the one with the screen, and
Right.
I've got a laptop Mac. I think it's Air. I don't know what it's called. Mac Air. I think
Whatever.
it might even be from 2011 or 2014. That's really old, but it served a purpose. It was
Oh yeah, and again, that's why I think these are great buys, and I'm glad that they still even make the iPad because really they really are handy, and it's nice to have in the bed because you can fall asleep, you can watch a movie if you want,
yeah. Do
and
you
like
have a lot of space on your iPad? A lot of
I
internal.
well I have what do I have 128? I think that's how they start now, right? Around 128,
Yeah.
and let me see how much space I do have. I was tempted to get the one with the most storage, but I said for what I'm going to use this for, I don't. I don't
Well,
need
that's
it.
what I was running into with my, when I switched my iPad from my mother's account to mine,
Yeah.
that there isn't a lot of storage, and so like even my pictures folder,
Right.
it seems to like get bogged down. It gets filled up very quickly, and that's the one thing I think Apple really needs to address because
They do.
with the iPhone it'll offload apps, and it will offload apps on iPad as well, but it's just not doing it efficiently enough with the iPad, and it's like you can't have the similar experience, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
It's,
listen. So I don't have a 128. I have the 64 gigabyte. I can't believe this.
oh.
So that's awful, and I don't know why I did this, but
Well, I
I-
think that's all I have on
I've
the
got 20% gigabytes left to use. I mean, what am I doing on there other than streaming?
This is what I mean.
Come
It's
on.
yeah. No, people have criticized Apple for this for years, not having enough space. We'd rather have more space than the fucking thing be as thin as a slice of cheese,
Yeah, I know.
or a better battery.
Wow.
I'd take a bigger phone with a substantial battery than
Oh.
a fucking piece of Swiss cheese that's sliced thin. You can see through it. It's translucent.
What's this 64 gigabyte crap? Anything after 2022, it should be like 500 gigabytes.
I'm telling you,
I
really,
mean,
seriously.
look at this. It's like iPad operating system is taking up the most space on this iPad.
That's the other thing that should be illegal.
Come on.
Same thing with my MacBook Pro that I've had now for a few years. Let's see. I
Oh.
think I bought that. Well, I don't know what birthday it was. I think it was 5 years ago, and now it's like totally bogged up. It's got no space. It doesn't optimize. It's overheating. And
Right.
this is the first time I've had like a problem like this. I'm like, I don't understand. And I'm deleting shit left and right, putting it in the cloud, or at least I think it's in the cloud, but it's still taking up space. And the iOS is taking up half the space. That should be illegal.
That needs to be addressed, I think. That's what needs to be addressed for sure.
I do have one pretty good external hard drive I've had for years and years. I rarely use it, but I guess I'm gonna have to plug it back in.
Wow. I guess I'm going to have to get a new iPad.
I'm thinking about it.
Well, listen, the only reason I say the iPad, I mean, the Macs are great, but again, unless you're doing, the spreadsheet thing or some sort of magic kind of work with the stupid Macs, the iPad's the way to go because you can always attach a Bluetooth keyboard.
Exactly.
I've done the keyboard and the mouse. You can have all that.
Right. Like, do you ever use the word processor Pages
No.
or anything?
No.
You're so funny.
No, I don't.
Right. I mean, I have my resume and I've had to write a few letters over the years, but right. So that's, but like you said, you can get a keyboard accessory for an iPad.
Yeah.
But did you remember the other day when we were on and I downloaded the app on my computer? I have the Mac Mini M4
Yeah.
And I was able to download an iPhone app on that computer. And it ran as an app that was getting the police scanner. It was a crazy time because we were covering that crash.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I already have those. Unfortunately, the ones I have downloaded are on the device I use to go live here. So it's
Oh, you just reminded me. I meant to ask you. Did
yeah.
I, when I got you that dongle for the headphones and
Yep.
did I get two or did you get two?
Yes, you sent me one for the iPad because you knew it was a different port.
Oh,
Like,
that's right.
and I do have that. That's across from me.
But what I was wondering if you could do, and you might play around with this, is could you use the second adapter to plug in the other device that has the sounds on it, so it's a hard connection? I don't know if that would work. These things come to me. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
The two dongles,
Yep.
you plug one in as regular, then plug the second one into, I don't know if they're labeled, but the headphone jack.
The headphone portion, you mean, right?
Yeah. And then plug a wire into the second device that you're playing the sounds from.
Hmm.
And then your headphones could go in the other side, I think.
I know what you're saying.
And then you would have
Sort of like the dongles are in both devices, and then attach the dongle into the one I'm streaming from, and then put the headphones in. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Let me think about that for a second.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is one dongle goes in regular.
Yep.
The second dongle goes into the first dongle.
Yep.
Then you plug your headphones in and the other device in the second dongle.
Right.
I don't know if that would work, but it might. I forgot that you had different.
Yeah.
You have Lightning and USB-C. I take it.
That's right. Yeah.
So I don't know how that would work on your end, but
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of, because I know what you're saying. It's like now I'm just trying to picture on like, oh, but they're different.
so take me through it. Which one has the USB-C?
So that's the latest, right? The USB-C. So that's the
Yeah.
iPad,
The iPad.
which
And
I'm
you're
not on. I'm just looking at it.
all right. So, but that's where you play the sounds from.
Yeah, just now I just played the sounds from that. Yeah.
Okay. And the thing that you're on now is what?
Just the lightning. It's just a lightning port.
Right, but is it the iPhone?
Oh yeah, iPhone 12.
You're on
Yeah.
you're on an iPhone broadcasting right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yep.
See. So I have to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the 12 in case you need to like look it up or whatever.
Yes. I'm
Who's in
thinking.
here?
Yeah, sure.
Who's in here listening? Hi, Juan. How are you?
Juan.
You're sticking around if you're even there still. I don't know.
One.
So 6 weeks till spring. The wacko beaver, groundhog.
That bitch Punxsutawney Phil. What's his name?
The Pennsylvania polka.
Bop, 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 bop,
I'm gonna
bop,
play
bop.
that song
I think I'm gonna watch that movie again.
today.
Yeah, I think so. Is today Groundhog Day?
Wait, let's see. Here it is.
Oh yeah. Now let me ask you: is that the actual movie that you're playing that from, or is that on Spotify?
That's from Spotify.
Oh, what was the clapping at the beginning?
Part of the song, I guess. Because
They were excited to get it going. They were. Play that from the beginning again, please.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, I want to know what the clapping is.
All right, let's see here. What's that all about? It's Frankie Yankovic and his Yanks. Greatest hits. Okay, ready? Here we go.
It must be a live recording.
Wow.
I mean, it sounds like the actual song that they used in the movie.
I know. I don't get it. What's going on with that? Oh boy, that'll get someone going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're going to make America gay again.
Oh, make it gay, everybody.
Keep it light, keep it bright, keep it gay.
Light. Keep it gay.
What do you think of our friend, our great friend, Joe Mama?
I think he's awesome.
He loves musicals.
I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Well, Joe likes to have a good time.
Yeah, obviously.
Joe's what I call well-rounded. See what I mean? He doesn't put roadblocks up to any kind of suggestions or any kind. I don't feel like he has that.
Right.
You know,
He just goes with it. Like, hey, we're in Vegas. All these beefy guys are walking around. What are we going to
he wants to look too. Who doesn't?
Yeah, swinging around and whatever, coins are going in slots. And, why you're in Vegas.
But that's just it. Why would you come to Vegas? One of the most, I view it as kind of like it is kind of like a free for all there. It's like, whoa, it's kind of like be free, live your life, It's
an adult playground, really.
It really is. And that's what happens in the adult play. Don't look if you don't like singing.
I wonder if he's ever been to the Bunny Ranch. Have you heard of the Bunny Ranch in Vegas?
Oh, I have heard of it. I want to go there. I mean, see what I mean? It's everything's exciting. Why not? I mean, he's going to, penis puppet shows but again,
I saw that. I mean, yeah, for him to go to that, you see, there's a few, I'm keeping a journal on Joe now. There's a few things.
We love, that's what I think is great about Joe though, because
he is so open. I can't believe he's, Republican though.
Oh yeah, but that's what's so great though. But no, he said he voted for Democrats before.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
What was his but what, he likes Trump?
I think he chose Trump. I forget what he said. Why?
Probably because it was money. Because he's
well, I think he's looking at his retirement. I don't want to speak on his behalf.
But everything's going down the toilet. I mean, again, it does. Like
that's how it goes.
He seems so smart and sensible and this and that. And then he'll throw a curveball and say, well, but Trump has failed and bankrupt everybody his whole life. He has never been successful. Oh, I want the money. And now everything is crashing, including planes, the stock market.
The Dow went
down like the planes.
Well, isn't that interesting that happened, right?
Interesting is a word, yeah. Pennsylvania polka.
Well, outside of politics, though, I think he is what I always say is this is someone who's comfortable with themselves. Yes. And this is how people operate that are just comfortable with themselves in general. See, you've never heard Joe say, I hate.
Yeah.
Like, like even the thing about, oh yeah, these guys have built like brick shit houses, you know what I mean? Like they're gorgeous. That's someone who's secure on, I know what I like.
Yeah.
I'm unapologetic about it. I'm going to check out one day anyway. So, and if, whatever floats your boat, like that's what I get.
I agree.
Like he should write a book just like you are too. You put it out there. It's like whatever. It's, take it or leave it. It's called being unapologetic.
Well, right. And it's also called being secure in who you are.
Well, it really is.
And that's why a lot of people over the years have not liked me or have had issues because I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I've always been
that,
who I am.
yeah,
You know, even as a young person,
right,
I was sort of, I mean, I was oblivious as to what that maybe meant,
right.
you know, but I remember a friend of mine from high school who I'd lost track of. He
Yeah.
moved to South Florida and he heard me on the radio.
Oh,
So he sent an email somehow. He found me and he said, Paul, because in high school I studied journalism and I did the announcements. Like I was very active in the school communications. And he said, how did you know that's what you wanted to do so early in life? And many, many people have said this to me.
mm,
I just said, it's just me. You know, I've always been a personality, I guess, an actor, a
right.
performer, whatever. Not that I haven't had my struggles. Believe me, I've struggled with myself.
Well,
But
who hasn't? I mean, right?
yeah,
But you acknowledge, I think, though, and then, you acknowledge it, though.
I guess the other part I'm sorry. Am I back?
Yep.
Flipped out. The other part I don't understand is why the other people can't be themselves.
Well,
Well,
it's an interesting question. I agree. Like, why are, like, why can't they?
oh, I unplugged.
Why can't they? You think it's the social pressures that are placed upon
Yeah, it's
people?
peer
I think it
pressure,
is.
social pressures, all that
Social
cliche
pressures. It's like
bullshit.
who you hang out with, what's your family dynamic like.
Hold on, someone might be breaking into my car. I just got an alert.
Really?
It's only outside the door. Let's see.
Wait a minute, breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking
Really?
news.
Someone's trying to break into your car?
Well, it said movement. I got an alert.
Could have been an animal.
Could have been. That's what I'm waiting to capture on camera.
Wow.
I don't see
Well,
anything.
I think a lot of this has to do with, I mean, think about this. I mean, you hear, never mind someone being gay. Think about someone who's straight. What do they hear? Oh, well, you're going to graduate high school, you're going to go to college, or you're going to go work full time, then you're going to go get married, go have your kids,
Yep.
and then go retire and just die off.
Right.
Now,
Right. Everyone's been tricked into this. That's another thing.
what is this all about? What do you mean go get married,
Right.
do this, do.
And if you don't do everything exactly right, you're going to be a failure.
Well, that's what some people are told, and unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people are told this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you don't conform, I remember, I mean, listen,
About it.
even coming back to Boston, seeing my family in the last couple of
Hmm.
years or so, having a conversation with my crazy aunt,
Hmm.
she wanted me to conform. Well, you can't always do what you want to do, meaning like career wise.
Right.
And so why don't you go work? What was she telling you? Got to lower yourself.
Isn't
You
that
got to
awful?
lower your chick. You got to lower
Awful.
yourself. I never heard of such a thing.
Lower yourself. What are you talking about? Lower? Why?
But I hear that from conservative people,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I said, but you don't even know, like they're uneducated in broadcast. I mean, people only know what they know. But looking for a job in broadcasting, right? Well, do you know how to go about it? It's just like being an actor. You have to have a headshot. You have to have a resume in a certain way. This is the standard of the business. But if you don't know anything about it, how can you tell somebody they can't do it or they're not going to make it or they're going to lower themselves? It's because they don't have the balls to do it.
Well, right.
And I've been fighting this my whole life. And when you don't have your family on your side, it's very hard to, you know,
Oh, it's terrible.
yeah.
It's really awful.
Yeah. And I'm still fighting it with the people upstairs. Same bullshit, same story. I could write a script.
I know. You could be writing a book.
It's just they say the same thing. Ba ba beep ba boo ba ba beep ba boo.
Boop, boop, bloop, 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 bloop. No,
I'm
I know.
making I'm making some delicious Dave's Crazy Bread raisin toast,
Oh, you love it.
which you know I love. It's organic breakfast bread with 9 whole grains. It's called Raisin the Roof Raisin Bread. And if somebody doesn't stop me from eating this, we're going to have a big problem.
Now, listen to this. A mysterious object was reported last night in Illinois. Wow. An unidentified object crashes in Illinois. What's going on, it says.
Now,
What?
where are you reading from?
Some wackos Twitter.
I'm glad you
I prefaced it that way, yeah. Because if you could see the handle name, you'd say, honestly, stop reading from these accounts.
Well, all I'm gonna say about that is, first of all, yes, but second of all,
Right.
we now know that foreign actors, including Russia, have pushed these bots to make us crazy in this country because we will believe just about anything.
Right. Exactly.
And when we start saying, well, what's going on, Paul?
What's going on?
That Vladimir Putin.
Police are investigating a shooting involving an Amazon driver who allegedly fired at a vehicle.
Oh.
Wow.
Where's that?
Protect the world is the hashtag. The intersection was shut down for evidence collection, but it has since been reopened. I don't know where, and nobody seems to care.
Well, let me tell you, last night I was inspired to change my Facebook cover picture.
Yeah.
Not my cover, not my profile. And the cover picture is a beautiful American flag flapping in the wind, but it's upside down, which means distress, right?
That's right, it does.
And Janice wrote, "We need God."
Did she leave a social security number?
Because what inspired me was that all these tariffs and all these things he's doing against Canada and Mexico and all this, and I'm like, this can't be real. Like, we are really upside down.
I know, but you know what brought me a lot of comfort, so I could roll over and put a CPAP machine on my mug last night was I saw Bill Nye live last night, and he looked like hell, and and he said, it's gonna be okay. He said, even with Trump.
What was he on?
He was on the TikTok, and he was talking to everybody about how much money we really have in the government and.
Oh, yeah. See, this is my other thing.
Yeah, we've got a boatload, he said, why do you think all the tech people were at the inauguration? They want the handout.
This is the richest country on the planet.
He said, wake up.
Seen.
He was saying that.
This is why I don't understand why we're fighting with each other. Anyone that makes under 500,000, we should be on one team fighting. Yeah. That, again, it goes back to that 1%, 5%.
Right.
Top people own everything. They own everything. They own us. They own my toaster oven right there. They own everything, and they want They want it slavery-wise. So, but we're fighting with each other, saying, "Oh, it's the poor people. Oh, the middle class. Oh, the poor."
Yeah, exactly.
Are you kidding? You think poor people are the powerful class in this country? Does it make any sense?
They can't even get housing.
This is what I'm saying.
Like, what are you talking about?
We're controlling everything. We're the ones to blame. And they're getting corporate welfare. But when they get it, it's not welfare. It's investment.
It's owed.
But when you invest in your people, but see, Germany, of all places, they invest in their people.
Will they really?
They want engineers and doctors and scientists. So that's why their school is either free or reasonable. Here it's like, oh, you're going to be in debt about 25, 30 years. Good luck. Don't get sick.
Don't get sick. You can't afford it. And I said the other day, not on here, why isn't it just make healthcare just free?
Non-profit free healthcare.
Just make it free. Stop with all this. I can see the dental thing, charging people that, but honestly, I mean...
No.
But that needs to be free too, the dental.
Dental is just as part of your health as anything else.
Well, it plays a major role from what we know now.
Of course. Why wouldn't it? How is it that a friend of mine who was a history teacher says, I don't know what you mean when you say your dental is part of your health? Well, it's in your fucking body. What do you mean you don't mean? You don't know what I mean. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
His teeth rotten out of his head and heart disease. I mean, I don't get it, but even the people that I know around here are exactly. Oh, you got me going.
I love it. I love your little tutu that you're wearing. Now, is that
Oh,
is that a gay beaver or is it a trans?
I went to Brock and I said, "Draw me a sassy beaver." I did.
Are you serious? You said, well, you said, did you know what I typed in? Shirtless man.
Oh, this toast is so good.
Oh, that's too funny.
BScoop, you gotta buy this toast. Crazy Dave's bread.
Here, now give us a review. What's your first bite like? Is it
Oh,
tasty?
the little bit of plant butter on it. It's like socialism heaven.
Oh wow! Like being back in Ukraine.
No, it's so tasty. I've never had bread like this. It's organic. It's whole wheat.
Wow.
Whole grain.
Oh, there's Alberto. He comes in a lot.
Alberto.
Yeah, that beer guy.
Oh, he has a beard.
No, his name's Beer or something like that. Or how's your biscuits and scones?
Yeah, where are they?
Where are they? Gee, we're finally on the same time zones and no one wants to tune in.
I believe they were on at like 1 a.m. I told you with the camera out the window in Times Square.
Well, they're napping because they probably want to stay on their time frame.
Yeah,
I don't blame them. I would.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's wild. Do you feel like you have gay privilege?
Who said that?
Me.
Oh, yes. Of course. I'm privileged.
Well, what define, like, what does that mean, having gay privilege? Like, you can go look at men, or like you can objectify men? That needs to stop in this country. I'm sick of men being objectified.
Yes.
That would be a great talk. Are men objectified based off the size of their wallet? Yes, that's the answer.
Agreed.
No. Based off their bulge size.
Yes, bulge discrimination must stop.
How many puppets can you make with your salami?
Can you believe that's a show?
No, I cannot.
But seriously, they like twisted in knots and everything else.
It's crazy. Oh, there's Leon. I don't know if Leon's in here or what. I don't know. I invited him.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what he's up to. And no one's gonna bite on the flag, so I might as well put Whoopi up.
I like your Grammy picture.
Oh yeah, I'll put that one back up because that's the topic. Stay on topic. I like to jump around. There you go. What do you think?
I like that picture.
Yeah, isn't that nice? I'd like one of these awards.
Oh, I'm devouring my toast.
Oh, I can hear it. Sounds tasty.
Oh my God.
Oh, are you coming by Monday?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got to get together tomorrow. Now, I have a delivery coming. What time are you in town?
Late.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I don't do early appointments.
Oh, all right.
I can avoid it.
That'll be great, though. Then we should go grab a coffee.
Oh, definitely. Let's do
I
that.
was so tired. I don't know what the hell got into me this past Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But I was the same way. I mean, I was still sore, but I figured, I'm here, we're here. But yeah, it was. I could hear it in your voice, but I just really.
Oh,
Even, I
Well,
mean, until last night, I started feeling better, but I was sore.
I know.
I don't know how far they went.
Here's my. Oh, all the way.
They were looking for coins, I guess. I don't know. She said I had to get the metal detector, Paul, but we were in there. The
He
what?
said, "You've got a lot of coins from that SWAT."
And they're Canadian.
What? You know what? That's a great code name for talking about that. The slot. So wait, you're telling me in Canada they give you coins instead of dollar bills?
Yes, their dollars are coins, and I think they have a $2 coin as well.
Really?
Yep.
Do you support this digital currency they're trying to get rolling?
What digital currency? Not Bitcoin and crypto.
No, not that. Just like everything digital. I don't support it because I like cash.
I can see it from both sides.
Yeah, I mean I can too, but
I guess I would ask you, why do you like cash?
well, because it prevents me from overspending. I can physically hold it, I can touch it, I can roll around in it.
Mm.
But it's I don't know. It's like I guess it's just a mental habit to be honest. So I think I'd be fine even if they got rid of it. But I fear that here's my thing. See, you can't hack my mattress. What's all my money into my pillow. But you can hack my bank.
Yeah.
See, that's why I say I like cash. Because it's going to be a harder time for you to grab it if you're in China, and you want to hack my account.
But you don't, I mean, you use a bank. You don't keep your money in the house, do you?
No, it's in the bank.
Because my mother actually did that.
What?
She kept large sums of money in the house
Oh, wow.
in an envelope, and then she had a fire and lost it all.
Oh, see, that's not good.
But she was always like, cash is king, cash is king.
That's how I talk. Cash is king.
Well, but I
Yeah.
mean, are you thinking like if the world like ends and we have to start trading with gold and chickens again? Like, is that what you're thinking?
I don't know what I'm
Because
thinking.
if we get to that point,
Oh, forget it.
give me my Purin tablets, all of them.
Exactly. Now, how do I sound? Do I sound clear?
Yeah, a little further away than you were, but clear.
Oh, well, I'm just over here for a second. I had to stand up for a
Yeah,
second.
you're fine. I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me.
And while I'm chewing away.
Did I tell you the other night? I was scrolling and somebody said, "Oh, I don't know who you are. You'll have to leave alive."
You did say that.
I'm
Well,
thinking, what are you having a private conversation for on the TT, though?
well, there are these little cliques that have developed. I've noticed.
It's
Like
very interesting.
it's like high school,
Yeah, it is.
and every night they're all the same people are getting together. I see it, and I
Yeah.
don't like when there's a lot of people in the room, like ganging up on other people and stuff.
No.
Most, but yeah, they're cliques.
Yeah, these little clicks, which is fine. But to say, like, oh,
You got to get out.
you gotta get out. What are you talking about?
You don't belong here. So last night, of course, I got my second wind about 11 p.m. and I started moving stuff around and cleaning. And I got this piece of furniture that was outside my room that was sort of not moldy, but it was dirty from the dust. I cleaned it all off with the, these Lysol disinfectant wipes. And I put that little fridge on top of it. So now it's easier for me to get to because it's on the floor. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
And I also put together my uncle who passed had a couple of these plastic shelves, like very
Right.
easy to put together with the round the round beams, and so because I'm just trying to organize more, so I feel a little bit better. I cleaned off my desk a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out how to set up my desk in a better way. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to go breaking news.
Oh, my gosh. That was wild.
I want to be able to have a couple of clicks and go.
Be able to just go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. And because everything is so cluttered, I said I got to really unclutter.
Oh, yeah.
And I was very happy because I did find a wire that I was desperately looking for. I wasn't even sure if I had it with that microphone that I have. I said, did it come with a wire? I could not remember to save my life. And I was digging and digging, and I found it. So I was very pleased that I made a little bit of progress here. Of course, they'll be ready to throw me out by the time I'm done.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm concerned about spring with the melting. I think it's going to flood here. So I'm trying to get rid of stuff, which is really what I should be focusing on, getting rid of rather than reorganizing. But the reorganizing helps me get rid of stuff.
Right.
Because I'm going through it. Oh, there I Hi, everybody. It's just me. Punxsutawney, honey.
Punxsutawney, honey.
Guess what? 6 more weeks of winter.
Bitches.
Yeah, bitches, exactly. Strike up the music, the band, and the fun.
Oh, that looks good now. So you're a tranny.
I don't know if that's acceptable, but you mean as a
Yeah, you're playing the role of Punxsutawney. You're in the room. You're in the big
well,
box.
what would Punxsutawney's female name be?
Oh yeah, because if it's Phil, then it would be Phyllis, I guess.
Phyllis.
Or syphilis. Phyllis. What do Punxsutawney Phil's chew on? Carrots. Now, what do you think their slot's like?
I almost spit out my chocolate milk.
Wow, this is racy. This one.
Now we're getting
Sinful Sunday.
I hope nobody's recording this.
Well, TikTok is.
TikTok, you don't stop.
The TikTok. The ticky-tack.
Did you get much snow up there?
No, not much. Just a sneeze. Holiday content is flagged for hate speech. Why?
I think you used the T word.
The TikTok? Who did?
Tranny.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, what's that mean?
I think that's one of their hate speech words. Let me see. My car camera is going off again. I'm going to walk over there.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll end the live. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, maybe. We can always come on in a little bit.
I'll go on a little later. Well, talk soon. I'll go have my lunch.
Okay, sounds good. Talk later.
Okay.
All right, bye.